So STAR, for those who haven't been tortured by Amazon in an interview prep loop, is a situation, task, actions, and results. And normally, and STAR is well understood, so there's plenty of places you can read about STAR. A couple of quick comments on it. The S should be as short as possible. So, and this is the piece you're talking about, Mark, the kind of the before bit, the bit that you know. And I know your question is about what happens after STAR, but I want to talk quickly about STAR and then come to your question. So S is a situation, and again, you're not handing over the project to me. You should give us as little detail as you can in order for the rest of the story to make sense. And I think we'll talk a bit more about storytelling and storytelling tactics, perhaps, because I'd love to get into that and hear your thoughts. And I have some questions for you as well today on thoughts on that. And then T is the task. Ideally, it's self-initiated. So it's like, based on the situation, I realized I was going to have to go and get extra resources, go and get help. Or so it's something that you derived. That's much better than when it's delegated to you. So my boss asked me to do this is a weaker T than I observed this, and so I concluded that I should do this. So the best T's are self-initiated. A is the actions. A is what you did in order to enact the T. So how did I get extra help? How did I get resources? And then the R is the results, what happened as a result of my efforts. So that's STAR in a nutshell. I like to add 2 letters, which messes up the acronym, but it helps with being a stronger candidate. So I had an L and a U, and the L is for learning. So I would usually, you can weave this in if you like, and some people's storytelling method makes it easier for them to weave it in than others. It doesn't have to come neatly packaged at the end. But L is what I learned through this process, because one of you mentioned, growth mindset and so on earlier. Like if it was a difficult situation, or even if it was a big win for you and it wasn't so difficult, what did you learn? And talking about that and saying, I realized that, excuse me, if you're going to escalating early is probably a good thing. Don't wait, don't hope things are going to get better. That might be an example of the learning. Now let's look at upgrade. Upgrade is what you've changed about how you work as a PM because of that learning. So let's say that I learned that escalating quickly is a good thing. Now, whenever I feel like I might want to escalate, I ask myself, is there any reason to wait? Is there anything positive which might mean I can wait before I escalate this situation? And I always ask myself that. So that's how I've upgraded my system. Because of that learning about escalating quickly, I have upgraded my operating system. That's why I use the word upgrade. Because we all learn things all the time, and we don't apply them systematically. And this is, part of having a growth mindset is looking for ways to grow and then actually achieving the growth. The growth doesn't come from identifying the opportunity for growth, unfortunately. It's like, that's like buying the gym membership, right? You still got to turn up. So the learning is the gym membership. Going to the gym is the upgrade. It's like, what am I doing differently as a result of what I learned? And that piece is where you get into the depth. That is like how you've changed, what you do differently. And sometimes, there isn't something you would do differently. If you think something went well, it is okay to say, actually, you know what? I think that was pretty good. I would do the same again in the same situation. If you say that every single time, it's not going to go well.